Hey, bud, you ready? What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock. It is indeed Morning Scone, presented by Brock. You gonna do your daddy like that? Right from jump. Right from jump, you're gonna do your daddy like that. I mean, right from jump, you're gonna do your daddy like that. It's been a while, y'all. It's been a while since Drew got me with a filter, but that's the thing that happened. Did you get daddy with a filter?
Yeah.
Did you get daddy with a filter? Let's do this. Let's go no filter. Okay. You ready to do dad's show? You made a happy plate. Drew made a happy plate. Okay, everybody, good morning. Let's go ahead and say some good mornings here. Drew's feeling better today. Hey, Drew, say hi to everybody. Okay, he's gone. Anyway. It's been a minute since Drew hit me with a filter. He got it right from jump today. How about that? Like when it first loaded up here, I saw the purple mustache. I'm like, what's going on? Oh. Yeah, anyway. Stephen Bro, good morning. Erica, good morning. Hal, Jubin, Joey Painage, Kirk Taylor, Brian Wynn, Shelby Kelly, Travis McGraw, Charlie Cavell, Brandon DeVille. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Sean Pumphrey, Josh Long, the filters are back. How about that, man? He's supposed to be my homie, and he hit me with them filters. Megan, good morning. How's Drew today? Drew's doing much better. Thank you for asking. Chris Williams, good morning. Let's see, Matthew Rogelio. Glad to see Drew putting some sabotage work this morning. He is on it. Craig Inman, good morning. Hey, Dawn, good morning. The kid has talent, Matt. He's like his dad. Out there sabotaging people's shows and whatnot. Christian Geiger, Craig Polk, Joe Ed Kettner, good morning from Shreveport. How about that, Port City? Charlie Cavell, good morning. Let's see. The Blues Brothers look wasn't bad. How about like the flashlight thing? Hey, Dad, good morning. Brandon Rishu, good morning. Dylan, good morning. What y'all want to talk about? We got a little LSU baseball tonight against Ole Miss. I'm excited about it, man. Big series, right? Big series, isn't it? Big series, isn't it? Mwah. Mama. Who used to do that? Who did that to you? Did Aunt Nikki do that to you? Aunt Nikki's the one that went. Aunt Nikki is Nikisha. Nikisha was his primary NICU nurse when we were in the hospital, and she would do the little kiss thing. We kept doing it ever since. Everett email, good morning. All right, Chris Williams, game day on the diamond. Thoughts on Hilliard pitching tonight, what it'll take to win the series. So, I am super hopeful that Hilliard tonight looks like he did against Ole Miss a year ago. Because I think they're going to need Hilliard tonight to be awesome. Because I'm worried about Saturday. Ole Miss is throwing a freshman lefty on Saturday, and we know that LSU just hasn't done great against lefties this year, and they've struggled against dominant guys like Zach Thompson and Asa Lacy and John Doxakis, and they've struggled against guys that, quite honestly, just haven't been very good arms. Like, there was the kid, Eli, blanking on his last name, from Southern, who just no-hit LSU through 7. I mean, anyway, so the fact that Ole Miss is throwing a lefty game 2, a freshman lefty who started to pitch better. Game 2 worries me. And yeah, LSU's got Walker going, and Ole Miss has a really good lineup. And if Walker's not sharp, they can hit. That's the type of team that can take advantage. So game 2 worries me. I think they got to win games 1 and 3. To win the series, my opinion would be win games 1 and 3. So you need Hilliard to be really good tonight, and you need your bats to get going. So Ole Miss tonight is throwing Will Etheridge. Will Etheridge is like a bullpen guy his whole career, some midweek. And out of necessity, kind of like LSU a year ago, they moved him to the Friday night role because he was just their most veteran guy, and like LSU did with Hess a year ago, because they Ole Miss lost their entire rotation this year. So remember last year they had Ryan Rollison, who was a first-round pick, and they had Brady Feigl. I mean, they had some dudes last year in that rotation. So I'm super hopeful that McHale goes out tonight and pitches tonight like he did last week against Bama. And if he can get you through 5 or 6 really strong innings, and that sets up the possibility of any combination of Hess, Peterson, Fontenot, or depending on the score, Vetmeyer, Beck, Hess, Peterson, Fontenot, whatever. That would be awesome, man. But I'm really, really, really hopeful for tonight. Really hopeful that they get it done tonight. Chuck Sanchez, good morning. Brennan Kluka, what's up, dude? Ben Clark, good morning. Hey, Trivia, good morning. Cheryl, Dale Broussard, good morning. Oh, thank you. Christian Geiger said shared. Thank you. I forgot to share it myself, so I'm going to go do that right now. If y'all could share the page. Just some of y'all asked about yesterday's episode. I guess some people go back and watch it later. I deleted. Drew was sick yesterday, and he didn't look great, and I just didn't want that. I didn't want that on the internet, so I deleted yesterday's episode for those that were asking. Let's see, Dale, predictions on next basketball recruiting class. Hi. Here we come. Who's coming to see you today? Mama. Hey. Who's coming to see you today? Mama. And what's Mama going to do? Where's Mama going to take you to? Holiday ball. Is Mama going to take you to holiday ball? What you doing? Okay.
Table.
Whoop.
Table.
Table? Never heard of it. Okay.
Daisy.
Hold on, wait. Daddy's got to reset up his phone here because we knocked it over. Dad show. Hey, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. 5 locations in the greater Baton Rouge area. 33 board certified and fellowship trained physicians, all of the subspecialties you could possibly imagine. And remember, after hours and weekends, they're open. Go to Home Depot. Well, Mama can take you to Home Depot if you're asking her nicely. Dale, about LSU's basketball recruiting class. Man, look, I know Trendon Watford, the 5-star at Alabama, they were super confident they had him. Then Wade got suspended, and then they weren't so super confident. What? Gone. But the good news is he delayed what was supposed to be Brock. Yep. Brock. Attaboy. Always be selling. Brock House. Yeah, Brock has a house. Anyway, it's so hard to tell without knowing definitively how all this stuff's gonna transpire with Wade. So, dance show? Okay, dance show. Here we go. Excuse me. Dance show on Mommy's phone. Maybe you can watch dance show on Mommy's phone after your nap. Okay. Let's see. All right. James Morgan, are you going to the LSU-Ole Miss game this weekend? Well, we were supposed to have Corked 5, so not tonight. Friday nights are impossible. We were supposed to have Corked 5K tomorrow, Saturday, in downtown Baton Rouge, but because of weather, that got postponed. So maybe can try tomorrow night. They're also, if the weather clears up, they're also going to honor the 09 national championship team. Saturday, 10 years. 10 years. How about that, man? Craziness, man. 10 years since that season. But it'd be cool. I was talking to Anthony Renato yesterday, as a matter of fact, and he was saying, like, everybody's coming in. I mean, you got a couple of guys that are still playing, like Jared Mitchell's playing independent ball in Texas for the Skeeters. Of course, you got DJ LeMahieu still playing with the Yankees. Austin Nola is still playing in AAA. That might be it. I'm blanking, thinking there might be one more, but Ryan Schimpf is done playing and he's coming. I talked to Lewis Coleman yesterday. He was flying in. So the whole pretty much that whole team except for I think DJ and Aaron, Austin Nola. I didn't ask about Austin Ross because I think Austin Ross is still pitching in the minors right now. So I don't know if he's coming. Mama and Papa. Matty Ott, I think, is living in New Orleans and is expected to be there. Obviously, guys like Sean Ochinko and Nolan Kane are on LSU's coaching staff. So pretty cool, man. A lot of guys coming in for the weekend. Saturday would be really cool. Matthew Rogelio, question regarding the dome renovation. Of the $500 million already spent, does that include the money that Mercedes invested for the name rights? I don't know where. My guess is no. That's a revenue generator. So I don't know where that money goes. Like if the Saints get that deal, if SMG gets that money, how they split it. I just don't know the particulars of that deal. But that's not money that was spent to renovate the dome. No. That's a revenue generator, like another piece of advertising.
Good honey ball.
Go on home, the ball. Table.
Milk.
Milk? You want to drink your milk at the table? You do drink milk at the table, don't you? And what else do you do at the table? Okay. Tommy Wienendahl, good morning. Stephen Bro, do you think Hess will come in with a chip on his shoulder, something to prove? I don't know if he'll if I'd say chip on his shoulder, Stephen. But the thing that I fully expect is I think you're going to see Hess starting to touch 97, 98 again. And dance show on Mommy's phone. You can watch that after your nap, okay? I love you. Okay. You saying hi?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to. Because just consider this, Stephen. Oh, okay. Well, you want to sit on Daddy's lap? Just consider this, Stephen. If they're telling Hess, like, you got to pace yourself over 100 pitches or whatever, he's not going out there throwing his fastball 97, 98. He's throwing his fastball 93, 94. He's sitting 93. And then if he needs to reach back and grab 95, 96, he can. That's very different than completely opening it up, like throwing the ball as hard as you possibly can on every pitch, which is what they want him to do as a reliever. So Chip, I don't know. I think Zach has always played with that intensity and just an emotional guy. I don't think that changes. I just think you just see a very different amount of energy with every pitch. Let's see. Craig Inman, good morning. What's up with Ed Alexander? Did he ever sign with anyone? If no, why not? I thought he did sign.
Should come.
I I thought he signed with somebody.
Drew.
Drew, come.
Yay.
Yay. Drew, come. Yay.
Drew, come.
Drew, come.
Yeah.
Yay.
Drew, come.
Drew, come. Yay. Yay.
Drew, come.
I love you. Drew, come.
Ah.
Hi. Are you going to watch that show? I love you. I love you. Okay. So Steven, that wasn't Steven, sorry. It was, who was asking about it?
Mommy,
Craig. You're going to go in Mommy's car? Maybe we'll take you on a ride for a ride in Mommy's car tonight. Okay? 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 So I'm not sure where Ed Alexander's going, but I can tell you this much. I know that there was... What? Oh, good ball. I know there were some injuries at LSU, and there were also some strikes early in his career that might have caused certain compliance issues as well, and I think it all factored into him making the decision to jump. It's in part why a lot of people are not happy with compliance at LSU.
A big truck.
A big truck. Okay. Doot. Did you hear? Did you boop? Hey Drew. Did you boop? He's silly. Huh? What do you have to say for yourself, huh?
Grassy grass.
Grassy grass. You can watch Grassy Grass on Mommy's phone after your nap, okay? And Elevator on Mommy's phone as well. He watches people go up and down elevators on YouTube. Brian Wynn, Matt, who do you like in the Catholic High Holy Cross High School Baseball Playoff Series, as if we didn't know? Ooh, Brian, I didn't even know that was going down, man. Glad you told me. I'll be sure to taunt everybody I know, especially Gabe Fertitta, head football coach at Catholic High, who is a Holy Cross alum, as is TJ Solis, our director of sales at Guarantee Media. So when Catholic High whips that tail, I'll be sure to rub it in. David Freeman, good morning. Sam Dixon, good morning. Brandon, you think Zach Hess brings back the Wild Thing haircut? Let's have some success first before we start going there. Preston, good morning. Thomas Chapman, good morning. Ronnie Duga, Jeremy Fontana, Lawrence Robillard. Irfan, good morning. Let's see. Stephen Miller, what's up, dude? Let's see. Cinco de Drinko, huh? Is that a thing, Steven? Cinco de Drink, 2 days till Cinco de Mayo. So does this mean everybody celebrates Cinco de Mayo on Saturday because Cinco de Mayo is actually Sunday this year? Or do people actually just go out on Sunday on Cinco de Mayo to celebrate? I don't know. I haven't done Cinco de Mayo in 15 years. 10, probably 10 years. 12, 11 years, 12 years. Chicken? What about chicken? You see the chicken? Okay.
Happy birthday.
Happy boy day. Happy boy day. Happy boy day. 5. Ride the elevator. Let's see, Lawrence. So it's safe to assume it's a conditioning issue coming out of high school, or is it prima donnas taught the first sign of pain, shut me down? I think it's a combination of a lot of things, Lawrence. If you're talking about arm issues, I think there is a lot of that, being that guys are overworked before they show up on campus, and then I also think Anthony Renato was on the show last week and made a good point. He said a lot of guys just don't know the difference between pain, soreness, and being injured, being hurt. And a lot of that's learning your body. And so they're, I think, fearful of injury. So they're told, hey, if you feel something, speak up. And so they are. And look, it's not just LSU. Look, Emerson Hancock at Georgia shut down for the second consecutive week. Think about it. That team last week was number 2 in the country. Hancock shuts it down for the week. They go to Mississippi State, get swept. Now he's shut down again this week. How different have things changed the complexion of that season for that team, in the last 2 weeks? James Morgan, LSU softball team got a big series win. Got a big series this weekend against Bama. Yeah, talked to Beth Torino on AFR earlier this week. Fired up for it. They sweep, they win the SEC. They win 2 out of 3. They'll share, but still fired up for it. Let's see. Chris Williams, honestly, we need to win this series against Ole Miss. Arkansas plays Kentucky, and Mississippi State plays A&M. I'm hoping Kentucky and A&M win their series. Your best case with the Kentucky deal is to have Zach Thompson tonight win for Kentucky and take a game. You can't have Arkansas sweep. If Arkansas sweeps, then they put the thing out of reach. But yeah, LSU has no margin for error. If you're talking about national seed, they have no margin for error. You've got to win your next 3 series and probably sweep Auburn and make a deep run in Hoover, which they always seem to do. Which all it's doable. I mean, they can win 2 or 3 this weekend. They can take 2 of 3 against Arkansas, and they can certainly take 2 of 3 or sweep Auburn. But you just got to do it. So it's May. No more excuses. Let's go. Mario Collada, what's up? Shelby Kelly, good morning. Devin Kelly, good morning. Jamie Leday, good morning. What? Fingers? These are fingers. Very good. 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, 4 finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finger, 5 finger, 5 finger. Who does that? Papa does 5 finger. Yep. Papa does that. A big truck. Hey, the big truck is coming to your house today. The big truck is going to come to your house today. He loves big trucks. Erica got him a shirt that says, I like big trucks and I cannot lie. Mama's going to take you to Home Depot. Yep. I think we're going to have, for his birthday this summer, we're going to have a truck party. I like big trucks and I cannot lie. Let's see, Charlie Cavell. I think pitching will be adequate enough to win games. Can the lineup show up and hit the ball and drive in runs? Offense has been enigmatic all season. I mean, but they're not. Like, if you concede that, yes, they struggled against top flight arms, okay, but everybody struggled against those teams. And they've still they won a 2-1 game against Kentucky with Zach Thompson. They beat Georgia 1-0 with Emerson Hancock. They lost the game to A&M with Asa Lacy on the mound, but once they got him out of the game, the offense started going. They beat John Doxakis. So I understand, like, people want to see consistent offense. Number one, it's just not plausible. Like, you're going to face good pitching, and the old adage in baseball is your momentum only lasts as long as the next day's starting pitcher. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, the guy you're going to face tonight in Etheridge is not a dominant future big league arm, but he's a really good college pitcher. He's a lot like the kid Bama threw last week on Friday, and he flummoxed LSU. So it's a different kind of challenge tonight, but I also like the fact that you get a little more versatility in life. I like that Garza is hitting a little better. I like the fact that Dugas giving you good at-bats and gives you something in the bottom third of the lineup. Just doesn't put so much pressure on the top of the order. Let's see. Jackson Carney. Matt, what does this deal between the Saints and the state mean for the future of the Pelicans? Wouldn't it have been prudent on the Bensons' part to package those negotiations? I don't think so, because you're talking about 2 different venues and 2 different contracts, and the Pelicans deal might have been the same year, 2024. Yeah. So they signed a new lease in 12 that keeps the team in New Orleans through 2024. So, and I guess the Saints were there through 2025. And there's, you know what? I think the reason, like the lease with the team, or the lease with the city, state, dome. I think honestly that feels like a part of the package that's involved with the renovation. So think of it backwards, right? It's not like the primary part of this negotiation was the lease. The primary part of this negotiation was renovate the dome, so
Happy
you could have it ready in time for when the Super Bowl's here in 2024. It's like, oh, by the way, let's go extend your lease. The Pelicans are here through 2024, so you got time to renegotiate that lease at a later date. I guess it's not imminent. It was just convenient to do the lease at the time they were doing the dome negotiations. Does that make sense? It's an interesting point, though. It is. It's a good point. Charlie, you need to show Drew all the horses and connection colors. You and him pick your winners. Talking about for the Derby? Yeah, I forgot the Derby Saturday. I've never been a giant Kentucky Derby guy. Honestly, one of the things that I wanted to see in my life was a Triple Crown winner. Now we've seen like a couple in the past few years. Like, okay, I'm good. Let's see. Craig Schilling, what's up? Jerry Spurgeon, good morning. Steven, have you thought about any similarities with this team in 2017? Not saying they're about to rattle off 18 out of 21. There's similarities. No doubt. Steven, as a matter of fact, I did that earlier this week. Both teams were 13-8 in the conference at this point. I actually did the side-by-side. And that team at this point was 13-8. They took 2 out of 3 from South Carolina. Then they swept who did they sweep? I did this 2 days ago. Mississippi State was the last weekend they swept. So they took 2 out of 3. Oh, it was Auburn. It was Auburn. Because Mikhail Hilliard beat Casey Mott. No, that was last year. I forgot. Anyway, so he took 2 out of 3 from South Carolina, swept somebody, and then swept, might have been Auburn anyway, and then swept Mississippi State. So it's like, I kind of did the side-by-side of how that team, and then they went on, of course, won the SEC tournament, and then, well, no, went to Omaha and everything. But yeah, I did the side-by-side a couple days ago, and it is similar. The difference, obviously, that team had Lang, Poche, Walker, and this team has a lot of question marks in the rotation right now. You got arms, but I'd feel much better if Cole Henry was healthy. I would feel great about this weekend if Cole Henry was healthy. Let's see. Boyer DeReese, good morning. Matt Boudreaux, good morning. Let's see. Kerry Hughes, good morning. Sam Dixon, maybe one year a Whiskey and Wine episode for the Kentucky Derby could happen. Seems like a natural bourbon reference. It's not a bad idea. Home Depot. Mama will take you to Home Depot. If you ask her nicely, I bet she will. You know, Sam, maybe what I'll do this weekend is we'll make a mint julep. Maybe I'll do a live video on Saturday afternoon and we'll make a mint julep. How about that? Might be a good idea. Break out the Maker's Mark.
Go Home Depot.
Go Home Depot.
Go Home Depot.
Mama will take you to Home Depot.
Go Home Depot.
Okay, Mama will take you to Home Depot, but you better ask her nicely. Travis Valenti, good morning. Leroy Blanchard, good morning. Johnny Englert, good morning. By the way, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. For all of you who maybe just jumped aboard and started watching, please like the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Brock, they're tagged in this post. If you could like their page, that's a giant help. And of course, if you're in the greater Baton Rouge area, they got 5 locations. So any orthopedic issue you may have, they do all the subspecialties: elbows, your feet, ankles, knees, hips, back, shoulders, hand, wrist. They do it all. Pediatrics. Drew sees Dr. Brad Collada there for pediatrics. He's got this weird thing where it's like his knees come in his toes point. So he's got these little, insert braces that he wears on his feet. So anyway, and they're after hours as well. They do the MRI, the X-ray, all in house. An MRI there on my Achilles a few years back. They do it all in house. Awesome place. Brock. Shout out to Brock. Charlie, how about the Advocate buying the Times-Picayune and NOLA.com? Yeah, I need to learn a little more about it, Charlie. And honestly, I'm glad you brought it up. That broke yesterday. HBO Classical Baby. It broke yesterday while I was on the air, and I remember I asked Brian Haldane, the producer. I just didn't know the particulars. Like, did that mean the Times-Pic and NOLA.com are going away? Does that mean they were both going to continue their operations as is, just under different ownership? Would they consolidate some of it? And then last night I saw on Twitter a lot of friends started tweeting that they're out of jobs. So I'm bummed, man. A lot of super talented reporters and storytellers that are out of work. So I don't know a ton about all the particulars and how it looks, just candidly. Like, I don't know. Thank you. Like, if NOLA.com continues as is, if they go behind a paywall like The Advocate has. Like, I don't know. I need to learn more about all that. But the most pressing thing is that a lot of really good people have lost their jobs, and that just sucks. So, I mean, I hope they all find work. And media is a very volatile industry. It is. It's not that dissimilar from sports in this respect. Bear with me. Like, it is very much a performance-based industry, and it is tough to find stability. That's just the reality. Like, I'm very fortunate to work where I work for a local company that's committed to being local, where we've had a lot of success, and they're committed to me, and it's just like, that's a rarity. I mean, it just is. It's more often than not, you have people that are ownership groups that expect results, and it's a bottom line business, and if they're not getting results, they make moves, and they move people, and they flip formats, and a lot of people that do this it's like, think about like coaching. I mean, if you're at a place for 2-3 years and you don't have success, they fire everybody. Well, now you got to pack up your family and go find another job. I mean, it's not that dissimilar in media, except the money isn't as good, as in coaching. So people do it because they love it. And it's a great job to have, but a lot of times you see stuff like this where it can be very unstable, and it sucks. I hate to see it, man. I really, really do. Stephen Walzak, Matt, you talked Superdome remodel on AFR yesterday. To replace the dome, you remove an iconic piece of the NOLA skyline. I can't see that happening. That's why they just keep sinking money through remodels. Completely. And it's not just that it's, hey, Robbie, what's up, man? It's not just that it's an iconic piece of the skyline, which it is. But the other thing that makes New Orleans appealing for big events, and understand, like, the tourism aspect of this is so big, and part of what makes New Orleans appealing is the fact that they've got plenty of hotel rooms. Like, a lot of cities would be strained hosting Jazz Fest. Well, New Orleans hosting Jazz Fest and Zurich and Jazz Fest in the same weekend. It's like, there just aren't many cities that can do that can host two that has the resources to allocate for infrastructure, hotels, restaurants, police, security. Like, that's one of the reasons New Orleans is it's just a rare bird it's perfect for hosting events, because you've got the hotel rooms, you've got all the restaurants, there's plenty to do. It doesn't strain the infrastructure to host major events because everything's consolidated. But a big part of it with the Dome, like when you talk about Final Fours, national championships, and Super Bowls, is there's everything to do in New Orleans, but the proximity to the Dome, I could tell you, man, like covering events when, like when the Final Four's in Houston, there are no hotels around Reliant. There's a, one of those like, Hampton Inn, like right across the street, but that's it. I mean, if you stay in downtown or by the Med Center, you got to catch their public transportation or drive to go to Reliance. So if you're a fan going to the game or trying to enjoy the city, like, it's not all consolidated. That's a problem. And most cities are like that now, where the stadium isn't downtown. For New Orleans, with the Dome right there, I mean, you can stay on Canal. You're walking distance to the French Quarter one direction, and then you're the same distance to the Dome the other direction. It's perfect.
Mama,
I mean,
Papa.
and if you were to move
Mama,
the Dome,
Papa.
Mama, Papa, if you were to build a new stadium, like in the east, like they talked about that Jazzland site, it changes everything, because now you got to catch an Uber or a bus or and go to New Orleans East to go to the new stadium. I mean, it would be beautiful, but who wants to do that? Anyway, the only other option, like the only alternative that I could think, is if they did what the Seahawks did or the Bears did, which is play at a different venue while you build a new stadium on that site. Like if they tore down the Superdome and built a new stadium on that same site, like the Saints could play in Tiger Stadium for a couple of seasons or something like that. They need to, like the Bears played a couple of seasons at Illinois and Champaign. The Seahawks played a couple of years at Husky Stadium in Seattle. Like that might be an option. It's not a good option, but like that would be one. I mean, none of it's realistic now because they're investing the money into renovating the dome. But like, did he just draw on the screen? Oh my God, this kid. I don't even know how to get rid of that. How do you erase that? I don't even know. What did you do?
Mama, Papa. Good morning.
What did you just draw on Daddy's show? You're taking over, aren't you?
Mama, Papa.
Mama and Papa. You just decided that you were going to take over the show, huh? It really is Drew's show now. You see Drew on the screen? Hey Drew, tell everybody about Brock.
Bye.
Hey, it's Morning Scone presented by
Bye.
Brock. Thank you, Drew. That's good. Always be selling, son. That's right. Go to Home Depot, indeed.
Okay.
Can Daddy have his chair back? Or is this just going to be Drew's show? Rocky, you want to do Rocky Rock? Okay, my baby, come see me. Daddy will do Rocky Rock. Rocky Rock. Rocky Rock. I love boy. Rocky Rock. 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 Irfan, LSU has the same record as Mississippi State, beat them in a series. So if midweek games don't matter, where's the discrepancy? Irfan, Mississippi State just went on the road. They've swept back-to-back weekends, by the way. And they just went on the road and swept Arkansas. So no, I'm sorry. Arkansas swept State. Hang on. What? What? Oh, Home Depot? Clap hands for home. What? 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 High five? Choo ha ha ha. What?
Hey.
Because Irfan, it wasn't Arkansas. They just swept Georgia. Mississippi State just swept Georgia. So you have a team that was an RPI in the top. What was Georgia, 2 or 3? And you sweep that team. Of course you're going to get a bump. LSU's going to have the opportunity. LSU's going to have the opportunity. What?
Boathouse.
Old house?
Boathouse.
Boathouse? Hey. LSU's going to have their opportunity, Irfan. Like, they'll go to Arkansas next week.
Boathouse.
If Bo's house? Oh, Bo's house. What does Bo say? Hey, hey. Bo is a little robot toy that Drew plays with. It sings and dances and moves its hips and everything. What does Bo say? Hey, hey.
Ha ha ha.
Hey, does Bo say, hey, hey? Ha 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 ha. Hey, hey.
Mama, Papa.
Mama, Papa.
Bimo.
Bimo. Kayla. Anthony. Maria. Dominic. Laurel. And Aiden. Why do you always forget Lily? Lily cuts your hair. You can't forget Lily. You have to say Lily. Lily.
Mama, Papa.
Mama, Papa. Who else?
Marvin.
Morgan and Lily and Laurel and Aiden. Right? What'd you see up there? Okay. Want to answer some more questions? These people are watching.
Oh, classical.
Okay, well, let's go see HBO Classical Baby. HBO Classical Baby. There you go, bud. HBO Classical Baby. Let's see. We'll go a little quickly here, y'all. 8:15. Shelby, I think consistency is coming. Garza's coming around. Dugas showing some promise. Hate to sound like a sunshine pumper, but things are looking better than they did earlier this year. Kind of always goes that way, Shelby. Don't worry about being a sunshine pumper. You should be a fan. Let's see. Pete Giardino, sorry, quick NYY trophy count update. Oh, yeah. Corey Gotro, Shelby, Chad Arnold. Yeah, Brock. Yeah, Chad. There you go. Let's see. Brady Beacom, good morning. Yo, stupid. There are no doubt people watching this later on YouTube that can't see the comments. Hey, is that what Bo says? There's a stream of dopes going back and forth about Yankees and Red Sox. Like the fake Red Sox fans who started becoming Red Sox fans in 2004 because nobody in Baton Rouge was a Red Sox fan before 2004. It's the stupidest thing in the world. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha. Like nobody was a Red Sox fan before 2004. And then all of a sudden it became cool to wear the blue hat with the red B. It's like, okay, kick rocks, clown. Mark Landry, Mark Demelin, good morning. Stephen Bro, favorite radio hours of the week today, AFR 4 to 6. It's amazing, man. The most listened to hours every week on our station, not just AFR, the whole station. When you go back and look at the most listened to hours, the most downloaded podcasts, too. Right Radio Hour, Mike D. In whatever order every week. Now, sometimes there's exceptions, like when Will Wade gets suspended, then Right blows everything out of the water. But yeah, Terrio and Mike D, man, they've just been, staples. Greg Lane, good morning. Ronnie Dugas, Vikings. Whitney Bro, good morning. Any more? Let's see. Carrie Hughes, coffee this morning, $2. Cell phone to watch, $250. Drew drawing on the screen and laughing in victory prices. Chad Arnold, Drew, that's awesome. Best way to start the morning. Thank you, man. Charlie Cavell, fun weekend for the Bianco family. I don't know if it'll be fun, man. Golly, I wouldn't want that. Oh, God, if I ever had to cheer against Drew in anything, oh my gosh. I don't think I could do it, man. What? Itsy Spider? Did you say Z-Burger? What did you say? Say it again.
Seat buckle.
Oh, seat buckle. Oh, seat buckle. Yep, you're going to go in your seat with a seat buckle. Yep. Very good. Shelby, is Drew too high class for Lowe's? Can't believe he's not on the Clegg straight. We're going to Clegg's tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Eric and I were talking about that today. So hopefully, if anybody's looking for outdoor stuff, come on by. We got to go get our... Erica wants some plants and stuff for Mother's Day, so she's going to go tonight and get some new pots, right? We go to Clegg's tomorrow, and she wants some flowers and everything, all that stuff. So we're going to go shop at Clegg's tomorrow, probably a late morning, early afternoon, at 11, 12, 1-ish in there, I guess. Maybe earlier. Got to get my Spartan mosquito eradicators as well. It's time. All right, y'all, we're done. Shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Thank you as always for watching. Let's say bye to Drew.
Bye, Drew.
Bye, Drew. We're saying bye, Dad Show.
Bye, Dad Show.
Bye, Dad Show. Hey, are you going to tell them to have a good day?
Have a day.
Have a good day. I'm sure they're glad to see you feeling better, too, because you were yesterday. Right? You weren't feeling good yesterday. But you're feeling better today, right?
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Mwah. All right, see you later. Y'all have a great day.